I'm going to start the semester by proving to you that you are brilliant. And we're going to do that in an exercise called colors. You're going to be describing some colors. Let's think real quickly of a place to start with this. Have you ever been to Sherwin-Williams and seen one of these paint swatches? Well, that's what you're going to be doing, only instead of these boring colors, you're going to be picking some vibrant and exciting colors to describe. Let's go look at this together. We're going to be using a text box for this submission. Not to worry, I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. When we are able to open the text box, which I'll show you in a second, we're going to start by name, the course we're taking, vocabulary and the date, and the all-important word count. We're going to create a title, all of our own, and then in our own words, without copying, pasting anything, describe what I believe to be a noun and adjective, having looked those up and forming my own opinion, my own unique definition. Let's do that so far. Here is my pretty little text box. I've added my name, my title, and here on word count, I always highlight this because I am famous for forgetting to add the word count. So sometimes I do it like this, and so that I make sure that at the end I get it all completed. And sometimes I do it like this because I'm prone to forget it. So here we go. Now you can see where my word count's going to be right down here. So all I have to do when I'm through with the project is figure out these words and then add that into my word count. Easy peasy. Now let's look at the colors. Not those boring Sherwin-Williams colors. We're going to find something more exciting. And we're going to do that by going Embed an Image, and we're going to go to Flickr. Now, I'm going to look up images, and I'm just going to think of something that appeals to me. So right now, I'm just going to type in purple. Let's see what comes up. And look at these beautiful images. I'm going to pick one that inspires me to create a unique color for that image. Let's see. I'm in a kind of a techie kind of a mood. I'm going with this one. Okay, so there it is. And I'm going to come down here, and instead of this great big thing, I'm going to start with this, and it'll automatically create the size. Maybe a little bit bigger than this. Let's just go this way. Now, it'll create that automatically. And I'm going to update that, and that's going to add that image here. Out to the side, I'm going to write my description of that image, just like it was a color swatch from Sherwin-Williams, only so much cooler. Okay, so that's the color I came up with for that. And now I move on to the next one. And the way I move on to the next one is I make sure that my little cursor is at the end of that description. I click enter, and that creates the next one. And I repeat that process. I'm going to embed an image. I'm going to go to Flickr. This time, maybe this time I want to come up with a description of an object that I'm going to come up with a cool color. So this time, instead of typing in a color in here, I just put down, I'm in the mood for hate it, boring, boring, boring. Come down here, find a crown that I like. Be right back. I picked this one, and same as I did before, I'm going to make this 200, and I click over here, and it'll automatically, well, that's not right. It'll automatically make it what it's supposed to be. Update. There it is. That's pretty. I'm going to come up with a color description. And remember, once the picture's there, when I start typing, it's going to go right in here. Now, I tried to toggle this and make it a little bit more like this, but you can only do so much. Now, for some reason, this is not showing up right, so I'm going to do this. I don't want it underlined. So do that, and I want it to be in black text. Well, there we go. And I'm going to scoot it over. I'm glad to do things where it's not always so easy so you can see that. This one, for whatever reason, it made it a hyperlink, so I'm going to remove that. Now try to move it over. Well, I'm just going to have to leave it like that. It's good enough. And I go on this process and continue this for all 30 choices that I make. The important thing is that I'm going to give it a title, a name, a description that uses more than one word and that paints the picture with those words, just like that color swatch from SherwinWilliams, except more exciting and far more creative in the color at the image itself. All right? Now, when I'm all through with all 30, I go back, I get that word count. Of course, I have more words than this, and I add that up here at the top, and then I'm just going to click submit. And that's all there is to it, folks. And you'll see how brilliant you are. That concludes this tutorial.